You're probably not going to like me after having seen this video, but to be honest, I don't care because I'm here to help you build an amazing relationship with the right man. And in today's video, what I'm going to share might feel very counterintuitive or even quite scary to do. So that's why you probably won't like me, but I have the best intentions for you how to build this amazing relationship. So in today's video, I'm going to discuss how to handle a situation when a man says, "I'm not ready for a relationship." I want to give you the best chances for this to still become a relationship, because a no doesn't necessarily have to mean a no forever, but it really depends on how you handle the situation. Because I get it, you guys were dating and had an amazing time together. He ticked off many of the things that you're looking for in a man. And he's very cute. So I can imagine that when this happens, when he says, "I'm not ready for a relationship," or "I'm not ready for a relationship right now," that it really stings your heart because that's not what you hoped for. And then you might question, should I try to convince him with my best arguments to still go for a relationship? Should I accept it? Or should I wait for him until he's ready? Let's dive right in. So, when a man tells you that he's not ready for a relationship, or he says he's not ready for a commitment, or he's not yet ready for a relationship, then we're gonna do something very, very, very scary and very counterintuitive. You're going to believe him and walk away. And this might come off for you as you're going to ruin your chances with this man completely once you walk away. But actually, the opposite is going to happen, because once you walk away, you ignite his interest again and ignite his will to pursue you. But we don't do it because it feels very counterintuitive and it feels very scary to actually do this if we like the person. So I want to help you with that. So I'm going to give you 4 situations and also reasons to actually walk away from this situation. And at the end of this video, I'm also going to be sharing how to handle this. So what do you actually tell the man once you walk away? Reason number 1 why you shouldn't wait for him or try to convince him is that sometimes men use the "I'm not ready for a relationship" as an excuse to not have a relationship. And the reason behind that is they are simply not that interested in you. I'm sorry to tell you this, but this really happens. And some men just don't have the balls to just tell you upfront, "I'm sorry, but I don't feel what I want to feel." So is it smart to wait for someone who is not that interested? I don't think so, right? And trying to convince someone that's not that interested in you is going to even lower his interest level in you, because this actually kills attraction because it comes off needy. Reason number 2 why you should not try to convince him to be with you or wait for him is when he tells you that he's not ready for a relationship because he's simply too busy. So it can be that he's pursuing a career, or it can be that his personal life is just a mess at the moment. So he's telling you, "I'm not ready for a relationship," or "I cannot make the investment in you that I think you want and deserve." And yes, again, so this is one of the reasons why you should not try to convince him or wait for him, is that he simply uses this as an excuse. But even if it would not be an excuse, is it smart to try to get a relationship with a man that simply doesn't have the time for you? Because you want a man to invest in you because you deserve that, because that's what you do. And the first month, it might still sort of be okay for you that he's not fully committed to the relationship, or at least not investing that much in the relationship. But over time, resentment is going to build up because you are going to invest in a relationship and he's not going to do that. So this can be very painful down the line. So if you hear that he's not ready for a relationship, believe him and walk away. Reason number 3 why you should not wait for him or convince him to be with you is when he tells you, "I'm not ready for a relationship," when he has commitment issues. Commitment issues, meaning being afraid to commit, is a serious fear that he needs help for, that he needs professional help for. So if you try to convince him to still be with you in a relationship, what kind of relationship are you going to have? And secondly, if you're going to wait, let's say that he says, "Okay, let's have a relationship," or "Let's figure out how things might be going together. So let's date and see what happens." What if you do that? Someone with commitment issues has issues. So what he's going to do is be warm one time and be cold the next. Warm one time and cold the next. Is this what you want? Is this the kind of emotional roller coaster that you're looking forward to? So even if you would say, oh yes, we can continue dating, and so you sort of wait around for him to be ready, is that what you want? And the chances that he is not going to solve the issue with this, because he needs to face this situation. He needs to seek a professional for him to help himself. And you cannot do that. You might be a professional, but you are not a psychologist. So he really needs to find help, and you cannot do that for him. Reason number 4 why you should not wait for him or try to convince him is when he tells you he's not ready because he just came out of a relationship. Like us, men have a broken heart once they come out of a relationship. And it might even be him ending the relationship. And you might be thinking, yeah, his heart is not that broken because he didn't break up. Well, it still hurts because it's still a loss. And what I see a lot with men who just come out of relationships is that they are very unstable. They have a broken heart. So if they tell you, I'm not ready for a relationship, believe him. And if you would convince him to be with you, first of all, it's going to really kill attraction. But secondly, even if you would say, yes, let's still try, you don't get a completely open heart because it's still broken. So this is not very smart to do. He needs time to heal and to open his heart again. So then, should you stick around? Should you wait for him? This actually kills attraction. What we very often don't know is that we subconsciously kill attraction by giving him what we think he needs: to be sweet, to be kind. But what is the thing is that women who are nice, they finish last. That's what how the saying goes, right? Nice women finish last, or nice girls finish last. And this is really the case. So if you are going to be nice, if you're going to stick around, this actually kills attraction because he doesn't feel the challenge to get you anymore. And this kills his interest in you and therefore also the attraction. So it is very important for you to know to not stick around, because this actually kills your chances of being with this man. So once men feel they have lost you, even though it was their own decision, sometimes the mechanism of I want her back kicks in. So with you accepting his decision to not be with you in a relationship and walking away actually ignites his interest level and also his motivation that if he really likes you, to do something about his life. So work on his issues or plan his life better. But I can imagine you don't just want to say, well, bye then. What I recommend you to do instead of that, well, bye then, is actually be warm and vulnerable with him, because this shows that you care, but at the same time you respect his decision, and yes, you walk away. So you could say or text something like this: I feel sad to hear that. I really enjoyed our time together and would have loved to see where this could be going. But if you're not ready, we're not on the same page. So I wish you all the best. And then see what happens. And I can imagine it's not that easy to just walk away after that. You have sent this text or that you talk to him and you just walk away. What you can best do, what I would recommend you to do, is set for yourself. So don't even tell him this, because indeed he might be coming back, but I don't want you to wait forever. So I want you to set a time that you're gonna wait for him, or not wait for him, or at least give him space to come back to you. So that might be 2 weeks, might be 4 weeks, might be 6 weeks, might be 8 weeks, but just a fixed time that he sort of can come back, or that you give him the space to come back to you. And if he didn't come back in that amount of time, you're going to move on. Because I don't want you to wait forever for this man, because he might not come back. Yes, I gave you the best shot in him coming back to you, to ignite his interest in you again, to ignite his feelings for you with you stepping away. But it doesn't mean that I can guarantee you that he comes back, but this is your best shot. So have some space that, or time, that he can come back to you. And after that, move on and find a man that can give you what you want and are looking for, because that's what you deserve. So yes, it is very scary to actually walk away, but do know that this is your best chance to actually getting him back. And I can speak from experience. My partner that I'm currently with, we also had a break, and I also walked away and he came back. So this actually really works, and I explained to you exactly how to do it. So I really hope that this video has been giving you a lot of value, that you had great insights. And before I'm going to wrap up, I want to give you something more, because I want you to start dating the right type of men. And how do you do that? By simply skipping Mr. Wrong. And that's why I wrote the ebook, The 5 Types of Men to Avoid During Dating. And what it's going to help you with is skip the type of men that you cannot build a healthy, loving, and sparkling relationship with. So, where can you find this free ebook? I'm going to make sure that it's going to be in the description below so you can get it for free. And with that, I'm wrapping up the video. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I want to wish you an amazing day.